Hi, and welcome to the lesparis.com podcast. I'm Les. This podcast is a short daily monologue that you can listen to. Use it to practice listening to English. Use it to stimulate ideas. Use it for BGM.
Hi there, and thanks for joining me on the Les Paris podcast today. You're listening to episode 167. Yesterday, in episode 166, I talked about cat burglars. And today, in episode 167, you can listen about oil. Oil. Can you imagine our life without oil? Oil is simply amazing. Now, to begin with, there are many kinds of oil. And, on top of that, there are sources of oil. Some of the oil that we get comes from underground. That's the black oil that you think of. But some of the oil we get comes from plants. Let's think about canola oil or olive oil. Of course, the oil that comes from plants, well, we use that for cooking and eating. That's great. The oil that comes from underground, we use that for our cars, right? Well, yeah, that's right, but there's so much more. We use oil to make plastic, and we use plastic to make almost everything in our life. There are all the objects around us that are made of plastic. Think of the computer that you're touching, or your credit card, or the clothes that you're wearing. They probably are made partly with oil. Think about the screen that you put on your head, the sunscreen or a sun visor. That's got oil in it. And our hats. How about the creams that you put on your skin? Those come from oil. Oil is in almost every aspect of our life. If we stopped using oil today, our society would stop. Just about. Plastic bags. Well, that's plastic, and it comes from oil. We'd have trouble carrying things. We'd have no clothes. All the parts of our house that are made of plastic, well, we couldn't replace them. This is just amazing how dependent we are on oil today. Even if we get clean energy and green energy, and we can make electricity without using oil, even then we'll still need to get oil from the ground to make things that we have in our lives. Just think about how much you use oil. Now we've come to the conclusion of episode 167 of the Les Paris podcast. We talked about oil today. Please be sure to come back for great extensive English listening tomorrow in episode 168 when I talk about baking.